Hello, my little mathematicians. Today, I'm going to help you get started on your mean, median, mode homework, homework number 6. So remember, when there's not proper space, sometimes it's helpful. If you need to, you can always show work on a separate sheet of paper. However, this one, there is work boxes, so I'm fine either way. I'm going to help you with numbers 2, 3, 6, and 7. So number 2 is a little bit tricky. It says the following list has a mean of 24. What would be the new mean if 17 was added to the list? Okay, so first off, it's helpful if you know what the mean is. The mean is kind of like the average, where you take all the numbers, you add them together, and then you divide it by how many numbers there were in the data set. Okay, so that's normally the plan. But this, they're saying, okay, so this list has a mean of 24. So if, you were to add all these and then divide by however many there are, that would tell you the mean. That's great. That's kind of useless information for right now. They want to know, what would the new mean be if 17 was added? So what if 17 became a part of the list? So add 17 to it. Now there's how many numbers in the data set? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers in the data set. So you're going to add all those numbers with 17 now included as part of the data set, divided by how many numbers there were, and that will give you the mean of this new data set. So this was kind of useless information. Okay, so you can go ahead and simplify that. Remember, we can use a calculator for these. Okay, the next one I wanted to give you some little guidance on was number 3. Okay, number 3 says a 6 number will be added to the list. What must it be in order for the mean to be 12? Okay, this time it actually is important that they told you the mean, because they want to know, okay, this, and this, plus something else that we don't know, so we'll call it X, is going to give me a mean value of 12. And remember, in order to have this be equal to the mean, we added all these numbers together and divided by how many numbers there were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers in the data set. We don't know what that 6 number is. Okay, so first off, we can add all this at top. And when you add 7 plus 16 plus 11 plus 12 plus 10, you get 56. But I have to tack on that plus X because we don't know what that is yet, so I can't combine it. So I added all those and got 56 plus X over 6 equals 12. Now I'm to this step. This is where it's a little bit tricky. I need to get rid of this first. So to get rid of that, if I just multiply by 6, those can cross cancel and become 1, right? Because 6 can go into both of those. 6 divided by 6 is 1. That 6 divided by 6 is 1. Now those cancel, and I'm just left with 56 plus X on this side, which looks much simpler. I can do that as long as I do the same thing to the other side. So since I multiplied this side randomly by 6, I can do that as long as I multiply this side by 6 as well. So 12 times 6 is 72. Now you have 56 plus X equals 72. That's a simple equation that you can solve. How would you get X by itself? You would subtract 56 from both sides. Those cancel. You get X equals, 72 minus 56 is 16. So this needs to be 16 in order for the mean of this to be 12. Okay, that was quite a bit tricky, huh? Okay, the next one I want to help you on is number 6. This one's not so tricky. I just want to point out to you that these dots are representing data values. So you have something between 12 and 14, so that's 13. And then this is between 14 and 16, so that's 15. And then, that's 15. And then there's 2 dots at 16, 1 dot at 17, 1 dot at 18, etc. So the dots are representing as if they were to just list them out. What's nice about a dot plot is they're already listed from least to greatest. So you can just start canceling one from the end and one from the beginning until you get to that middle number. So I go first, last, 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 and there you go. The middle number is right here, which is between the 20 and 22. So that means that your median is 21. Keep that in mind when you're doing number 4 later, that each of these represent different data values. So you have 6, 2 7s, an 8, 2 9s, 1, 2, 3, 4 10s, 2 11s. So you're going to add all those numbers, divide by how many there are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because you're asked to find the mean this time. Okay. Remember the difference between mean and median. Mean is where you add all the numbers together, divide by how many there are, and that will give you your mean value. I like to think of it as, wow, that would sure be mean if I wasn't allowed to use a calculator to do that. And then the median, as you're driving down the street, in the center of the road is the median. So the median is in the middle. Okay, so once you have all your numbers in order from least to greatest, median is that one in the center. Okay, the last one I want to get you help with is number 7. Number 7 says the following list has a median of 43. What would be the new median? Okay, so we're not asked to find the median, we're asked to find the new median if 21 was added to the list. Okay, so first of all, are they listed from least to greatest? No, they're not. So first of all, I need to put it in order from least to greatest. The smallest number I see is 23. However, they said they also wanted to add 21 to the list. So actually 21 is first. Then I see 23. Then 27 is the next one I see. And then 28. 29, no, 30, no, 31. Okay, the next smallest one I see is 38. 48, I think, is the smallest. 50, I think, is next. 52. 56. And finally 57. And to make sure you didn't accidentally cross it off and not write it down, I always double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers in the data set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 numbers in the data set, because one more, we added the 21. So perfect. We have all the numbers. Now that they're listed from least to greatest, you cross off from beginning and end till you get to that middle number. So beginning, end, beginning, end, beginning, end, beginning, end, beginning, end. There we go. There's your middle number. So the new median is going to be 38. Remember, if for some reason it was between two numbers, because that might happen for another problem on your homework, let's say that when I went to cross off, it ended up being between these two numbers of 38 and 48. What you do is you take the average of those two numbers. You would add 38 plus 48 and then divide it by 2, because there's two numbers you're finding the average of, and then that would be the median. So again, if when you cross off and there's not one number exactly in the middle, but instead there's two numbers in the middle, and you have to find the median between them, find the average of those two numbers that it's between. All right. It's pretty straightforward how you fill out the joke. Once you find the answer, let's say I found the answer to number 3 was 16. I'm going to find 16 down here. That's A. So whenever I see a 3, I'm going to put an A. And if it happens more than once, sure, then just put an A every time you see a 3. Okay. But the rest, I want you guys to finish, and good luck. You got this.